Nobody saw this coming.
Yeah.
It didn't really seem like it was something that was on their radar.
Well, it happened for a reason.
Oh,
you're not aware? Okay.
I'm not aware of the reason.
Okay, so there's a huge drop chance buff to the Mistipedarium. On the world boss is cool. So now this may have been intended already anyway, but there was a thing that happened, which is Evokers, right?
Yeah.
They didn't have any loot table for other items for these bosses. So when an Evoker killed the Sha of Anger, the loot table went, we have to give them something. What do we give them? I only see one thing on this list, and it's the Reigns of the Heavenly Onyx Cloud
Was it
Serpent.
100%?
It was, I think it was, I don't know if it was 100%, but it was definitely like, you get the mount if you kill it as an Evoker.
Oh, shit.
So then people went, oh no, that's terrible. And then everyone's like, nah, this is cheating. I worked so hard for this mount. And et cetera, et cetera. And then Blizzard went, yeah, if these guys get free mounts, everyone gets free mounts.
You get a mount, and you get a mount, and you get a mount.
And I don't think we know exactly what the chance is for these mounts now, but it's crazy. It's to the point where you'll see a load of screenshots of, you'll get a, unfortunately I don't have it here, but you see like on Reddit and Twitter stuff, people posting screenshots of, hey, we had a group do this, and everyone got the mount, or close to it, or like half people got the mount, and you see people like lines of their previously rare mounts that are now there. So it is a little bit of a Blizzard going, can we turn this into people logging in and having a good experience by going to get a mount? Yeah. Are people going to be salty that they farmed 10,000 kills for the mount and never got it? Or got it in like 5,000 kills and now their hard work's been devalued? Yes, that is sort of true. They are changing changing things, and that does feel bad. But they decided more positivity at the cost of a little bit of negativity is worth it. So everyone's going like, hell yeah, let's go. And as obviously as John saying in chat, Timeless Isles was heaving at 9 a.m. this morning. So like, that's the thing where they want...
Timeless Isles?
Yeah.
What? I mean, that's really cool, but cool. What were they doing there? Your man, and he doesn't drop anything, the world boss in Timeless Isles.
Yeah, that's a bonus roll coins.
Of course.
Yeah, and the farming for Nalak to actually get in spawn.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, good shout. So yeah, that's going, here's a big fun moment. Now, obviously, the next thing they need to do is turn them into token backup mount drops, so you kill the Sha of Anger, say 30 times and get the mount instead of random chance. That will be more positivity.
Never happened in another game that's currently 50% off on a Black Friday sale and that has a notable free trial period. That's interesting. And this idea, I forget who it, Discordian Kitty, Laura, who works with Wowhead. I think it was her tweet I responded to, but anyway. Sort of the idea of like, hey, hang on a second. There's a lot of things in this game. A lot of rewards. But Blizzard haven't really, for many of them, codified a way of getting those rewards. And this just made me think, right, okay, how many people are killing Rukmar right now? And is it more people than previous? And if for a whole bunch of these past things, if Blizzard was to add some sort of backup currency or something, because, I mean, the easiest way to do it would just be Marks of Honor, but that could all get very boring, and that could devalue the uniqueness of a lot of amounts. But it just does make you wonder. There are a lot of things that players can get from the game's past that maybe they are not aware of. Maybe there's things that Blizzard could do. Maybe something they wanted to be smart. Yeah. Right, if they have a 0.5 patch and they don't really have like artists free to do a bunch of extra features, but they could maybe throw together some NPCs, a backup currency or something, and kind of harness that mount farming gameplay, then maybe it could be successful.
It's like, as like Ross says, a 0.05% drop rate on weekly lock content seems so disrespectful to me now, holy shit. And obviously when you think about it in the new world of like people wanting rewards a lot, you look at what happened to Overwatch 2 and the fact that they made that less rewarding and there was complete like backlash towards that. We're a little bit of a different world now, right? Where I think people are more expectant of rewards and people are more into collecting those things than they are oh, hey, I got really lucky. Sweet. I'll do it for the chance that if I get it, I'll feel really good. I think people are a little bit more kind of, looking into the big thing. So it'd be nice to see them. And I don't know how hard it is to make things in World of Warcraft's engine for like gameplay designers, but it'd be really nice if they tasked like just a couple of people that were kind of, maybe not like just milling about doing nothing, but hey, if you got, could you, if you get time, could you go back and redesign acquisition loop for, say, Warlords mounts, say Cataclysm mounts, where it's like, hey, these are all this really rare stuff, but just design a little thing, even like, because you wouldn't really want to tie it into time walking as it exists, because time walking badge is already super farmed out. But you even could do that, where you tie it into time walking, go, hey, here's a new bit of time walking content. If you do it, you get tokens, and then the tokens will buy you the mount. Do that every day. Maybe it's a rotating bonus dungeon they have to do, or maybe it's like hop into the raid and every boss you kill it, but there's no limit. So if you want to like get a group together and constantly reset and kill the first boss over and over again for token farms, you can't do that, because that's like degen, but it's also kind of fun. It's that kind of degen fun where it's not a competitive advantage. So I think it's probably okay enough to do. I think, even though the idea of like just killing the spider boss in Firelands over and over again would make me want to throw myself out a window.
Yeah.
If people are doing it for the reward because they want a Cataclysm mount, then that's not a bad idea.
I think it's just the notion of doing pragmatic shit.
Yeah.
Right? And I guess when we look at it's one of those things, because I know there's just devs who happen to be more online, so I don't want to just say, oh, Josh Augustine did all this and nobody else did. But it seems like with season 4 of Shadowlands, they got very pragmatic and thrifty.
Yeah.
And I think the point there is just they could be pragmatic and thrifty about a lot of stuff. Looking to the game's past. And I mean, hell, just time walking in general.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. There's a lot of content you can apply, a lot of rewards, because obviously I remember the whole thing about the Mage Tower was we had rewards, so we figured out a way to give them to people. We made the Mage Tower. It's like, well, you've got a load of rewards that have a way to give to people, but they're not very satisfying and they're not very enjoyable. So if you want to, take a little bit of work and design a little bit of loops there, and they don't have to be amazing. They just have to be taken from the I guess, and I'm going to say this even though I think it's not great design wise, I have a little bit of a slight awakening after doing this event and going, this is fucking boring. But I'm also in a big group of like, not literally in a group, but I'm in a zone where like 100 people, my frame rate's single digits, and I'm just AoE tagging shit for like 3 hours listening to music.
MMO as fuck?
This is boring, but oh yeah, this is what an MMO is. I haven't felt that in a while. It's like the hunt trains in FF.
Yeah.
Where like just seeing a couple hundred people dominate your screen is like, that is cool. Can you harness that? Is this great gameplay? It's all right. It's something to do at least, but it's something to do that has a bit of an actual guaranteed reward or a vibe to it. And you're like,
I guess it almost reminds me of the Centinax. Remember the Centinax from 7.1?
Yeah.
Little farming groups together. I can't really remember how successful or not that was.
I think mostly the rewards were a bit scuppy, and also it was scuppy. I don't know. Scuppy. I don't know what that means, but it's a word with a vibe. You can't understand. It was a bit unrewarding. But also one of the things that went wrong there was Nether Shards tied to gear at any point? I think it was.
Nether Shards. Yes, those were tied to... It wasn't benthic. It began with B.
Definitely wasn't benthic, yeah.
Baltic.
Baltic.
Balkan.
Baleful?
Baleful! Yes! The Baleful gear. That's it.
Yeah, so Baleful gear, but also I remember it was annoying because it was Mage Tower entry costs. Nether Shards.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of that stuff was annoying, where it was tied into catch-up gear, and that's where the farm became sort of thing. But I'm sure you still find people farming for some rewards there. So it wasn't a bad idea. I think it just, the rewarding side of it was annoying. Whereas I think if you're going, hey, this is an old mount that looks cool, do you want to go get it? Do you want to spend a couple evenings this week, 20 minutes at a time, going to farm it out? You'd be like, Is it a back of the feature or back of the box feature? No. Is it going to have like a whole new marketing point? Is it going to bring a whole host of people in to play the game fresh? No. But are people going to go, I'm bored. Do I quit playing this game? Or do I go do a thing that I kind of want to do instead? I'll go do the thing I kind of want to do instead. You're like, look at that. You've saved a user from going, why is there only Mythic Plus? Ah! And there you go. Sweet.
Now, the other thing then, for the Twitch drops, there's one that like stops the end of today for getting the Dragon Kites. So if you have a connected account, just AFK that in somebody's Twitch channel. And, all numbers that appear in analytics are real numbers.
No, what you do is you watch the entirety of this stream and then you go watch a Twitch stream. Preferably someone you enjoy watching and engage in that. You wouldn't want fraudulent metrics on Twitch.television, would you, Michael?
Never seen.
Would that mean that Activision Blizzard are in some capacity misleading their investors when they talk about the Twitch statistics of World of Warcraft the next time they report them? You wouldn't dare suggest that, would you?
Love you, Bobby.